Hello, welcome to the channel Maths 1 where we learn mathematics in easy and simple way. We move on and we are going to learn today division algorithm in the chapter polynomials for class 10th. What is the division algorithm? It's basically when a number is divided by another number, so we get a quotient, and then whatever terms is left which cannot be divided further is known as remainder. Similar thing happens with the polynomials as well. So when we have a polynomial which is to be divided by a divisor, the term we get as quotient, and then the remainder which cannot be further divided is known as remainder. So when we put that in an equation saying that dividend, which is the actual polynomial, equals to divisor multiplied by quotient plus remainder, this is known as division algorithm. We are going to see this in detail as we move along. If you really like what we are teaching here, the way we are discussing and understanding mathematics in easy and simple way, please go ahead and subscribe, like or comment the channel or the video. Let's look at example 6, which is given on page number 34. We are given the polynomial 2x square plus 3x plus 1, and then we are given the divisor as x plus 2. We need to divide this polynomial with this divisor x plus 2. How can we go ahead? We can actually follow the same process which we are following for division of numbers, simple numbers, in our earlier classes. So we write that in the same ways in this form. So now we go in a way that first of all we need to eliminate the first term of the dividend. Now one more thing which we need to understand is we can divide this polynomial by the divisor till the point remainder, whatever comes out, we are going to write a term and then subtract that till the time the remaining term has degree equal to or greater than divisor. Till that time we can divide it, and once we get the remainder which is having degree less than the divisor, we cannot divide any further, so that whatever is left out of it is known as remainder. Let's look at how we go about the division of the polynomials. So if you look at x plus 2 as divisor, this one is the dividend. What do we do? First of all, we look at the first term. Of course, of the highest degree, it is 2. Here it is 1, so we can divide it. How to eliminate this first term, 2x square? If we multiply x by 2x, we get 2x square. We do not worry about what will happen with the other terms or what is the value of other terms or quotient of the other terms. We are not bothered about that. We always look for the first term because we need to eliminate that of that particular order. So here the degree is 2, that's the first term. If you multiply this first term of divisor by 2x, we can eliminate this. So we are going to write that as 2x. Now if 2x is multiplied by x, we get 2x square. And 2x is multiplied by 2. So this whole term will be multiplied by whatever we are looking at the quotient. So this x multiplied by 2x is like 2x square. 2 multiplied by 2x is positive 4x. Now what have we learned in division in earlier classes? We need to subtract this from the dividend. So we reverse the sign here. Since it was positive, it becomes negative. Same ways here. What do? We eliminate the first term. What are we left with? This is positive 3x, this is negative 4x. So this is negative x. And then whatever terms we have, we just write as is. So what have we got? Minus x plus 1. Again we look at the degree of this remaining term. This is 1, divisor, degree is 1, so we can divide it. So we still need to divide it. So again looking at the first term, we need to eliminate this first term. So what should we multiply x with to get the value as minus x? Minus 1. So we get minus 1. Now this term has to be multiplied by all the terms to get the value over here. So minus 1 multiplied by multiplied by x is x. Minus 1 multiplied by plus 2, we get minus 2. Now again, as per the division, we are going to subtract this. So reverse the sign of all the terms. What do? We eliminate first term here, and what are we left with? We are left with 3. Now if you look at this term which is remainder, if you look at degree of this term, it is 0, and if you look at the degree of divisor, it is 1. So since degree of remainder is less than that of divisor, we stop here, we do not divide further. and this becomes our final remainder. Now if you look at this in the terms of division algorithm, how we can write this polynomial? This polynomial equals to the divisor multiplied by the quotient plus remainder. How we can write that? We can write that 2x square plus 3x plus 1 equals to x plus 2 into what is the quotient? 2x minus 1. 2x minus 1. And what is the remainder? It is 3. Another way to write this, any polynomial is represented as px. So we can write px, see here, equals to, a divisor is also represented as gx, then quotient, because q for quotient, so we write quotient as q into x, and then r for remainder, so we say r of x. So polynomial equals to divisor multiplied by quotient plus remainder, and this is what a division algorithm of polynomials is about. So now let's look at example number 7, which is given on page number 34. So this is the dividend which we have, and this is the divisor. So dividend is 3x cube plus x square plus 2x plus 5, and the divisor is x square plus 2x plus 1. So again we need to divide this polynomial with this one. So what are the steps we follow? First thing, this dividend, we pick it up and we arrange the terms in such a way that this is in decreasing order or degree of the variable. So here we see it's already cube, square, then 1 and then 0. So this is good, we write that in the correct form. Second step is we look at divisor, we put it over here and then we arrange them both in this form. Next step, we look at the first term. Now the degree of this dividend is 3, degree of divisor is 2. So of course this degree is greater than or equal to the divisor, so we divide the first one. So we look at the first term, it is 3x cube. We look at first term of divisor, it is x square. So what should we multiply this first term to eliminate this one? It's 3x, because then it will become 3x cube. So we put 3x over here as the first term of quotient. So when we multiply these three terms with 3x, what do we get? 3x into x square is 3x square, 3x into 2x is 6x square, 3x into 1 is 3x. Now what do? We subtract this term by reversing the sign of these three terms. So this becomes negative 3, negative 6x square, negative 3x. We eliminate the first term and then we write down whatever is remaining. What is remaining? Minus 5x square minus x plus 5 we write as is. Now if you look at this term, 5x minus 5x square minus x plus 5, degree is 2, which is equal to the degree of divisor. So we can still divide this term. Now if you look at 5x square and this is x square, again we need to eliminate this first term. What do we need to multiply this to make this first term as 5x square? Minus 5. So minus 5 is the next term in the quotient. Now minus 5 multiplied by each of these terms, what do we get? Minus 5 into x square is minus 5x square, minus 5 into 2x is minus 10, minus 5 into 1 is minus 5. Now in division what do? We subtract this term from the earlier one. So we reverse the sign of all these terms. So this becomes positive. All these three terms sign becomes positive. First term is eliminated, minus 5x square, and this becomes 5x square. What are we left with? 9x plus 10. So this is the complete division. So let's look at example number 8, which is given on page number 34. So the question is, we are given two polynomials. One is dividend and we need to divide that by the divisor, which is given, and then we need to, once we are done with the division, we need to prove or confirm the division algorithm. How we can do that? First of all, we are going to divide the polynomial with the divisor, and then based on the quotient and the remainder which we are left with, we are going to write that in the dividend algorithm expression, and then we are going to prove that it holds true. So let's do that. Let's see how we can do that. So first of all, what we are going to do here, let's look at it here. We are going to arrange the polynomial which is given as dividend in the order of decreasing the degree of terms. So it needs to be in the descending order. This is cube, square, 1 and 0. So we need to rearrange this. In the same ways, even for divisor, we need to do the same thing. If these terms are not in the correct order, which is in the decreasing degree for all the terms, we need to arrange in such a way. So we arrange that as x square is the first term and then x and then 0. So we first of all arrange these two terms, then we start the division. How do we do that? As we have learned earlier, we look at the first term to eliminate. Now x, this is minus x square, this is minus x cube. So what do we need to multiply this with? X. And once we multiply this by x, we multiply all the terms and we write it over here. So it's x square multiplied by x is minus x cube plus x into x is plus x square minus x. And then we need to, since we need to divide this term, so we reverse the sign of these. And what are we left with? 2x square minus 2x, and 5 will come as is. Now in this term, the degree of this polynomial is 2 and degree of the divisor is also 2. So we can divide this further. Again we look at the first term, which is 2x square. What do we multiply this with to eliminate first term? It's minus 2. So we multiplied minus 2 with all these terms, we get plus 2x square minus 2x plus 2. Again we subtract this by reversing the sign, and what do we get? 3. So this 3, degree of 3 is 0 and degree of divisor is 2. So we cannot further divide it. So this is our answer. This is divisor, this is quotient, this is remainder. Now since we have all these details, how do we confirm the division algorithm for this? So we already have this form in which we can write that. So what do we put? We take right hand side, which is divisor, quotient and the remainder, and we put all these values which we have got from the division, and then we look at or calculate this. If we come to our value of, when we calculate this, if we come finally to the dividend, which is represented as px, then this division algorithms hold true. So what do? We write that right hand side, which is gx into qx plus rx. So we write gx into qx plus rx. We put value of gx, which is the divisor. We put value of qx, which is the quotient. Then we put value of r, which is remainder. So putting all these values here, we keep on solving that. Then these are the terms, and finally what do we get once we solve this? We get minus x cube plus 3x square minus 3x plus 5. What is this polynomial? This is actually the dividend. Then we write this equals to px, which is nothing but the polynomial, and then this is nothing but the left hand side. So we started with right hand side, we put all the values, we did the calculations, and we reached to left hand side, which proves that division algorithms, the division algorithm hold true for this division which we have done. Let's look at example number 9, which is given on page number 35. We are given this polynomial, which is 2x raised to the power 4 minus 3x cube minus 3x square plus 6x minus 2, and then we are given the information that it has two roots as root 2 and minus root 2. So if we look at here, what do we understand? Whenever we are given the roots, say a and b, it actually means that the factors are x minus a and x minus b. So if we consider this as a, first factor will be x minus a, which is root 2, and then second will be x minus b, and b is given as minus root 2, so x plus root 2. So these two will be factors. Another thing which we look at here, degree of this polynomial is 4. So we already know that if we have a linear equation, that means the degree of that polynomial is 1, then it can have just one solution or 1 0. If it is quadratic equation or quadratic polynomial, then it can have 2 zeros. If it is cubic, it can have 3 zeros. Since it is the degree of this polynomial is 4, it can have 4 zeros. 2 of the roots or zeros are already given. We find out these factors. That means we need to find out 2 more zeros of this. So how do we go about it? First of all, because 2 roots are given, we are going to find out what are those 2 factors. We find out what is the polynomial out of it. So this represents 2 roots. Once we divide this polynomial with these 2 roots factor, we are going to get a quotient. Now this quotient, this had 4 roots, these are the 2 roots, we divide this, whatever is left of it is the quotient. This quotient is again going to have 2 more roots. So try to understand that in simple terms. This polynomial can have 4 roots, 2 of them are already given, and we are dividing it from those 2 roots or those 2 factors. So 2 roots already used. What is left with this term? This can have only 2 more roots, so that, or 2 more factors, so that this will have total 4 zeros. So let's go about it. Now since roots are given as root 2 and minus 2, the factors will be, as I explained, will be x minus a. What is a, which is first root? Minus root 2, and the second factor will be x minus root 2, which will be x plus root 2. If we multiply these two, what do we get? X minus root 2 into x plus root 2, that is x square minus 2. So this is basically factor of this polynomial. Let's divide this. So we have x square minus 2, we divide this by the process which we have dividing the polynomial. What is the quotient we get? 2x square minus 3x plus 1. This is again a quadratic equation. This should have 2 more roots. Remember, this will have 4 roots, 4 are here, and then this quotient should have 2 more. So what do we do with this quotient? We write it here. We factorize this by splitting the middle term, 2x square minus 2x minus x plus 1. Then we get these two factors, 2x minus 1 and x minus 1. Now given the value, when we have factors, we equate that to 0 and we find out the value of x, and those becomes the zeros. So in this case, 2x minus 1, what will be the 0? We equate that to 0, and x's value at that point becomes 1 by 2. So the third 0 will be 1 by 2, and then we look at this factor, which is x minus 1. So if we equate this to 0, what is the value of x? We get 1. So 1 by 2 and 1 are the other 2 zeros of this polynomial. Let's look at exercise 2.3, which is given on page number 36. We are going to look at question number 1, and it has 3 sub questions. So as of now, we are going to look at sub question 1 and 2. So the question is, divide the polynomial px, which is given, by the polynomial gx, which is the divisor is also given, and then find the quotient and the remainder in each of the following. So we look at the first one and we follow the steps. The first step is we need to look at the dividend, and we need to arrange that in order of decreasing degree of the variable, which is x cube, x square, 5x minus 3. So this is in the right order, we keep it as is. And then the divisor, which is x square minus 2. So it has only 2 terms, and it is in the decreasing order of the degree of variable x square and minus 2. So we keep that. Now how do we go ahead with divide? We again recall what we have learned so far. We look at the first degree of the divisor, we look at the first degree of the dividend, or sorry, first term, and then we need to eliminate this. So we need, what do we need to multiply to this term in order to eliminate this? That's what we are going to write as the first term of quotient. So in the first term, this is x cube, we need to multiply x square by x cube will be eliminated. So first term of quotient will be x. Now x multiplied by x square is x cube, x multiplied by minus 2 is minus 2x. Now what do we do in division? We subtract this term by reversing the sign. So this will be minus and this will become positive. This term is cancelled out, and then what is remaining when we calculate this? It's 3x square plus 7x minus 3. Now if you look at this term, what do we have? Degree of this polynomial is 2 and degree of divisor is also 2. So we can divide this term. What are we going to do again? We are going to look at the first term to eliminate. What do we need to multiply this x square by so that this term is cancelled? Minus 3. So x square, so minus 3 will become our next term of the quotient. Minus 3 multiplied by all the terms of here, we are going to write here. So minus 3 into x square is minus 3x. Minus 3 into minus 2 is plus 6. What do we do after that? We subtract this. So how do we subtract? By reversing the sign. So this will become positive, this will become negative. First term is cancelled out, and what are we left with? 7x minus 9. So if you look at degree of this term or this polynomial is 1, degree of divisor is 2. So this degree is less than the divisor's degree, so we cannot divide it further. This will remain our remainder. So what is the answer? If this is the divisor, this is the polynomial as dividend, x minus 3 is the quotient, and the remainder is 7x minus 9. Let's move on to sub question 2. Again we are given x raised to the power 4 minus 3x square plus 4x plus 5 as the dividend. So we look at the terms and we arrange that in the terms of decreasing order of this variable, which is x. So this is in good shape, so we'll write that as is. Now if we look at the divisor, it's x square minus x plus 1. If it is not in the correct form, then we need to make sure that we write that in the decreasing order of this variable, which is x square. So we write that as x square, this is 2, degree of this term is 1 and degree of this term is 0. So once we have arranged this in the first step, we then go ahead and divide. How we do that? We try to eliminate the first term. So this degree of this polynomial is 4, degree of this divisor is 2, so definitely we can divide it. Looking at the first term, what do we need to multiply this first term x square by, so that this term is eliminated? X square. So we write that x square as the first term of the quotient. X square multiplied by this whole is, the answer is this one, x raised to power 4 plus x square minus x cube. So since we know that there isn't any term x cube over here, we are, as of now, we are going to write that over here. So anyway, writing these terms, and then we subtract this by reversing the sign. So the first term should be x cube, because this is the highest degree. So we write that term over here, x cube, and then we write whatever is left with, like minus 4x square plus 4x and plus 5. So again, whenever we are having these polynomial terms, we need to arrange them in descending order of the variable. So again, this is x cube minus 4x square plus 4x plus 5. Degree of this polynomial is 3, degree of divisor is 2, we can divide it. So the next term should be, to eliminate this one, x, that's the next term of the quotient. We multiply x with all the terms, and this is what we get. Again, we subtract this, we are left with minus 3x square plus 3x plus 5. This polynomial's degree is 2, degree of divisor is 2, we can divide this. So how to eliminate the first term? Using this one. If we multiply this by minus 3, we can get minus 3s square. So minus 3 becomes our next term in the quotient. Minus 3 multiplied by each of these terms, we write over here, and then we do subtraction, and the final result is 8. Now if you look at the degree of this remainder, it is 0. Degree of this divisor is 2, we cannot divide further, so this becomes our remainder. Now if you look at the answer, this is the divisor, this becomes the quotient, and 8 becomes the remainder. Let's look at sub question 3, which is given in question number 1 of exercise 2.3. So we are given the polynomial x raised to power 4 minus 5x plus 6, and the divisor is given as 2 minus x square. So first step first, we need to order the dividend in the descending order or the degree of this variable. All the terms should be in that way. Even in the divisor, we need to order in such a way that this is in descending order of the degree of this variable. So it was given 2 minus x, we are going to write that as minus x square plus 2. Once we have arranged these divisor and the dividend in the degree of descending order of the degree of all the terms, we start the division. How do we do that? We look at the first term of divisor, we look at first term of the dividend, and we cancel that. So what do we need to multiply this x square with, so that we can cancel x square, x raised to power 4? It's minus x square. So minus x square becomes the first term of the quotient. So when we multiply minus x square by the terms, we write it over here. Now if we pay attention, we do not have any term of x square, so we write it over here just temporarily, so that we are not disturbing the order. So we write it here, but once we are subtracting it, we can write this 2x square over here, so that our order is maintained of decreasing the degree of this variable x. So we write it over here. Again, degree is 2, degree of divisor is 2, we can divide it further. Now to eliminate the first term, we need to multiply this by minus 2. So minus 2 becomes the second term of our quotient. Minus 2 multiplied by these two terms is this. Again, we reverse the sign of these two terms, subtract that, and this is what we get. Now if you look at 5x plus 10, this term's degree is 1, divider's degree is 2, this is less, so we stop here, this is our remainder. So the answer is, quotient is minus x square minus 2, and the remainder is minus 5x plus 10. So let's look at question number 2 given in exercise 2.3 on page 36. The question says we are given a polynomial and a divisor, and we need to find out whether this divisor is a factor of this polynomial or not. How do we do that? We follow the same division method, and we try to divide this polynomial with the divisor. If the remainder is 0, that means this is a factor. If the remainder is not 0, then this divisor is not a factor. So let's go ahead. So the first question is 2t raised to the power 4 plus 3t cube minus 2t square minus 9t minus 12. This is the polynomial and the divisor is t square minus 3. So once we divide this, how do we do that? We follow the same process. First of all, we need to arrange the terms in the descending order or degree of the variable. Same ways we need to do with divisor. It is already done here. We start the division by eliminating the first term of the dividend by the divisor. So we follow this. And if you look at this solution, what do we get? The quotient is 2t square minus 3t plus 4 and the remainder is 0. So once remainder is 0, we say yes, this is a factor of this polynomial, and answer is yes. We look at sub question 2 of question 2. Again, the polynomial which is given is 3x raised to the power 4 plus 5x cube minus 7x square plus 2x plus 2. And then we are given the question if x square plus 3x plus 1 is a factor of this polynomial or not. What do? We follow the same process what we have already done. We are going to divide this polynomial with this another polynomial where we need to find whether this is a factor, and if the remainder is 0, this is a factor of this bigger polynomial. So what do? We arrange these terms. First step, we arrange these terms in the descending order of the degree of variable, same ways with divisor, and then we go on to eliminate the first term of the polynomial. So we go ahead, in this term we do the division, and the remainder which we get is 0, and hence we can conclude that yes, this polynomial x square minus 3x plus 1 is a factor of 3x raised to the power 4 minus 5x cube minus 7x square plus 2x plus 2. So answer is yes. So let's look at sub question 3 of question number 2 of exercise 2.3. Again, we are given the polynomial which is x raised to the power 5 minus 4x cube plus x square plus 3x plus 1, and we need to find out if x cube minus 3x plus 1 is a factor of this polynomial or not. Again, we need to follow the steps of division. We need to arrange all the terms of this polynomial in the descending order of degree of variable. We did that. Same thing we did with divisor, and we divide by going on and eliminating the first term of the dividend. So we go ahead, do the division, and what do we get? We get a remainder which is non-zero, and the remainder is 2. So we can conclude that this polynomial is not a factor of the bigger polynomial because remainder is not 0. So answer is no. And subscribe, like or comment the channel or the video. Thank you. So if you really like what we are doing here, the way we are learning mathematics in easy and simple way, please go ahead, subscribe, like and comment on the videos. Let's look at question number 3, which is given in exercise 2.3. So we are given this polynomial 3x raised to the power 4 plus 6x cube minus 2x square minus 10x minus 5, and we are also given two roots or two zeros of this equation, which are plus root 5 by 3 and minus root 5 by 3. Now we need to find two more zeros of this polynomial. As we have seen, if we have a linear equation that is with 1 degree of polynomial, it can have just 1 zero. If we have quadratic, it will have 2 zeros. And if it is a cubic polynomial, then it can have 3 zeros. So if we have a polynomial which has degree 4, then it can have 4 zeros. 2 are already given. So how we can approach this? We can find out the factors based on the roots. What we are going to get from here, because these are two roots, we are going to get two factors. We are going to get a quadratic equation out of this. Now if we divide that quadratic equation with the two roots given with this one, we are going to get a quotient. This is degree 4, we are going to divide this by the two roots factor, so the quotient will be quadratic equation. If we further factorize this and find out the roots, we are going to get the two another roots of this equation. So let's try to see, and let's see how to approach. So first we are given these two zeros. Based on these zeros, we already know if these zeros are a and b, the factors are x minus a and x plus b. X minus b. So we look at these are the two factors. If we look at these two factors and we multiply that, so x minus 5 by 3 and this whole under root, and x plus under root 5 by 3. So if we multiply that, given the identity x minus a and x plus b, we know x square minus b square, or x minus b plus multiplied by x plus b. So x square minus b square. So the value of this polynomial when we multiply these two factors becomes x square minus 5 by 3. We already know this is a factor of this polynomial because we have derived it from the roots. Let's divide this big polynomial with the factor which is the quadratic equation or quadratic polynomial. Once we divide this with x square minus 5 by 3, we get this as a quotient, and we already know that remainder will be 0. So this is another check. This we have derived from the factors of this polynomial. When we divide, we find out remainder is 0, which confirms that this quadratic equation is factor of this one, and this is the quotient. So what do? We take the quotient separately, and then we factorize this quotient or the quadratic equation by splitting the middle term, and then we get the factors. What are the factors we get out of it? One is x plus 1, second one is 3x plus 3. So again, given the same relationship which we have with the zeros and the factor, what do we find? The two factors which we get from here, one is minus 1 and another one again is minus 1. So these are the two remaining factors, minus 1 and minus 1. Now let's look at question number 4, which is given in exercise 2.3. So basically we are given dividend, and then we are given the quotient and the remainder, and then we need to find out what is the divisor. So with the division algorithm of a polynomial, we already know px equals to gx into quotient plus remainder. Now if you put all the values, px is x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2. So these values are given in the question, into gx, which is the divisor, multiplied by quotient, which is x minus 2, plus remainder, which is minus 2x plus 4. Now if we solve this equation, first of all we can take remainder over here. So when we take remainder over here, it comes with a negative sign, and then we solve this. So what do we get? X cube minus 3x square plus 3x minus 2 equals to gx, which we need to find out, multiplied by quotient, which is x minus 2. So what gx will become? Gx will become this polynomial divided by x minus 2. So we write it over here and we do the division. How do we do the division again? Step number 1, we arrange this the terms of this polynomial in the descending degree of variable x, same ways with the divisor. When we divide this, we get the value x square minus x plus 1. So what do we get? We understand that value of gx is x square minus x plus 1. So this becomes the answer of question 4. Now let's look at question number 5, which is given in exercise 2.3. So basically in this question, we are supposed to give the examples of polynomials given the division algorithm, where the condition is degree. Let's look at the first sub question. It says degree of px equals to degree of quotient. So we say degree of dividend. So let's say take example of x plus 3 equals to 1, which is the divisor. Quotient becomes x plus 3 and remainder becomes 0. So if you look at degree of px is 1. And if we look at degree of quotient, it is x plus 1, so this is also 1. So degree of px equals to degree of qx, and both are 1. If we look at sub question 2, we are supposed to find out an example where degree of quotient equals to degree of remainder. So if we write the division algorithm as x plus 3 equals to x plus 2, so this is the divisor, quotient will be 1, and then the remainder will be 1. So if you look at here, degree of quotient is 0, degree of remainder is also 0, and this is a good example. If you look at sub question 3, where we need to give example in division algorithm where degree of remainder is 0. So we look at this x plus 3, which is px equals to x plus 2, which is the divisor, into 1, which is the quotient, plus 1. So if we look at the remainder is 1, and if you look at the degree is 0.